how can redwood trees grow so tall, the tallest trees in the world? And what was their root system that they didn't fall over? When erosion came, or rains came, or maybe even earthquakes came. And he found from an expert that in fact their roots did not go really, really deep. They were quite shallow. So that didn't make any sense at all. Then that would be evident that the trees would just fall over, but you don't see a lot of falling over redwood trees. What he found in discovery was that the roots of one tree go to another redwood close by, and then they knot and they intertwine, and then the next one and the next one and the next one. So they are all helping each other. They're all a part of each other's roots, each other's foundation, and without each other, they would not be standing. I mean, I still get the chills when. And he was doing it as a metaphor for all of us, that we cannot stand alone. It's impossible. I think it was something people thought they could do because people were based on so much anger. In the olden days, like, I'll do it myself. Don't depend on anyone. Just stay with your blood family, or all of that. So perhaps that would be a way, a barometer which we could speak. We could ask ourselves, am I living this? Is this satya? Is this a living truth? And what I say, is it nonviolent? Is it ahimsa? Could I speak truth? And could it always speak with ahimsa, nonviolence? And I bet the conversations would be less and less. And it's so funny because you go by Starbucks or any coffee shop, and it's very busy. And people are just so urgent in their conversations, probably mostly about nothing. But it's that longing to connect with another human being. And of course, the caffeine rush lets the mouth go more freely. And also the bars lets the mouth go more freely. But it's that connection we want. It's longing, it's humanology to want to be connected, like those redwoods that knotted. It's just what we all long for. Some of us have shut it down because we say, I've tried it, it didn't work. So I'm going to do it on my own. I'm not going to trust anybody anymore. We try that for a while. We usually get miserable. We step back a little bit. But perhaps it's the Aquarian age where we can do it differently. Hugging, chanting together, storytelling. Just imagine if the arguing left your realm, and the gossip left your realm. Even exaggeration, unless it's a story that's going to benefit humanity. How amazing could all that be? So tonight, I just would like to dedicate this class to the power of the Word. Power, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. And if we leave with more purity, then it won't be such a hard journey to execute truthful words or less words or storytelling. And if you're not a storyteller, I suggest you start reading books of storytelling. Well, good place to start is Native Americans. They have so many stories with spiders and animals and underground, and oh, they're so exciting, their stories. They're mysterious, they're etheric, they're cosmic, they're spiritual, they're psychic, they're everything. You can pick up Hopi storytelling, you can pick up Zuni storytelling. All the different tribes had stories because they didn't read and write. And they would pass it on, all their knowledge and their wisdom through stories. And so perhaps if you haven't come to telling stories, think about it. Another place where they tell stories in song that I've spent a lot of time in South Africa. And I know throughout Africa they do, but I'm only familiar with South Africa. Whenever they sing a song, and sometimes they don't do it in English, and then you find out what it is, it's always a story. It's always a great story that has an impact. And so, as we go into the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which is next Thursday at 10 p.m., start weaving some stories into your lives, instead of just facts and figures and who've done it. Okay? Read